Welcome to the fun side of hell. I'm your host Lucifer, and today we're coming back to Trials of Cold Steel. Now, in the last episode, we saw a little bit of the battle system, we got into the school, and today we are going to do our orienteering exercise. We are basically continuing where we left off from last time, so let's grab our weapon with Reen. Obtain force.
What's this?
That's called a Master Quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use arts.
Again, magic.
Go on, give it a try.
Yeah, I know. Not that difficult. Basically, the Master Quartz are different for everyone. Each one gives them, each one basically gives you your stats. You level them up, just the same way you would level up any character, and the more you level up, it goes up to level 5, I believe it is. It gives you a new, sometimes it'll give you a new ability, sometimes it'll give you a new arts, which is basically your magic, but it constantly boosts your stats. If you look at the Arcus unit, or if you look at this part basically means that if I have a random quartz that I find during or collect or buy, whatever, it doesn't matter, that basically means that I have access to magic that my Master Quartz wouldn't normally give me. It also has ones that increases stats or puts resistance, well, it gives you stat increases as well, so that's very helpful. I don't have any at the moment, so I can't show you. Pardon me. I don't have coronavirus for anybody curious, by the way. As you can most likely see, Reen's HP has gone from 595 to 895 to be maximum. That is because the Master Quartz has increased his HP by 300 and his EP or MP by 20, which basically means that his stats will go up, and it happens for everyone, so this is fun. Now that we've done that,
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus.
that's good.
Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want.
Or until your EP runs out.
These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features, but I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time.
Yeah, to be fair, they're not really that useful.
Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do. When you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once.
I would if I didn't have a map.
But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around, though, so don't let your guard down, even for a moment. With all that said, let's commence our special orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have. If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
Oh, of course. I mean, you're a teacher, you've got to keep it safety. See what I mean? Very weird instructor.
I don't think she's joking.
She isn't.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here, and I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do.
He's got a point.
Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Still, If you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us.
Them two never get along.
If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
Well, shit. You really showed him. There goes two of them already.
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine. It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well...
Yeah, Fee does that a
I
lot.
suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then.
I wouldn't count on it.
So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
Cheerio. I think she's still pissed.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this?
Do what?
Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
I like you. Gaius. I like Gaius. He's cool.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
Exactly. It's not like he scratches his back with it. Jesus.
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
The hell of a spear, I gotta be
It
honest.
looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an Orbal staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
I believe it's called a sword.
Oh, my sword?
Yeah, apparently it's called a sword. By the way, Elliot, the redhead, is your designated mage and healer. Hence the staff. Surprising. He's a lot better than most healers I could mention in other games.
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an eastern style of saber called a tachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Very interesting sword as well.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me.
Sure does.
Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Others join the party, guys join the party. Yeah, I'm leaving Green as the leader. Okay, let's get into some fighting.
Yikes! A monster!
Where?
Huh.
There.
Never seen this kind before.
Looks like a
Yeah.
enemy sighted. Take him out.
Yeah, turn order.
Here we go.
Everybody gets bonuses. Right. Yeah.
Leave it to me.
great. Also, it didn't happen in the previous fight. I don't know what is going to happen in this one. Basically, if you that wasn't called for. Oh yeah, you don't have it yet. Why can you not use magic yet? Jesus. I hate that. Anyway, it didn't happen in the previous fight, but it might happen in one of the fights coming up. If if you're close to an enemy and they miss, you can counter attack.
It's my turn.
We're not linked at the moment because at the moment we can't do the links. But when that happens, there's a chance that the person you're linked with will assist you.
Right.
And as you can see, Elliot's damage with basic attacks, is not that high. But at the beginning of the game, it didn't let you use arts for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh well. Wait, can I? Hang on.
My turn.
No, I can't.
All right. There.
Is that the different bonuses you get? Oh, that was another one.
We're unbeatable.
The tactical bonus overkill basically means you do more damage than it would take to kill the enemy. But basically, when it comes to I forgot what I was going to say now. When it comes to the arts and
Please
stuff,
tell me there aren't more of those things lurking around here.
Elliot's arts damage is higher than Reen and Gaius, so that's why I prefer to use Elliot as a
I hate to
mage.
tell you, but I can sense more further in.
Anyway, let's just stay alert.
And yeah, I know. Don't care. Yeah, you can analyze them with certain items, and Elliot gets some moves that allows you to do it. The pots, just like the crates earlier on, will basically drop items at times, which is very handy. Yeah, there you go. And if you go off the beaten track, you'll get some special little treasures. Okay. Can't go that way yet, because it wants me to go this way and do the treasure chest. Ah, there you go. These are the extra quartz that it can give you, which basically means you can learn Needle Shoot, which is a new magic that none of the Master Quartz would teach you. So it's quite handy to pick up as many as you can. Yeah, so we can set this into our Arcus unit. Yep, let's give it a try. So certain ones, as I say, will give you stat increases, some will give you attacks, some give you stat increases and attacks, which is very helpful. Let's go to Ornament, go to Elliot. See, he has a different Master Quartz to Reen, because he is a mage. His basically increases, when you have healing arts, which healing magic, it basically gives Elliot a chance of doing more healing. And then you obviously have Gaius, who gains insight, which basically is Libra, so he can see what each enemy would give you, health and stuff like that on the enemies, well, the enemy stats basically. But let's move on. Yeah, the Orbman charging station, as I explained earlier on, that will refill your health and EP. There's numerous ones dotted around, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Restores HP and EP of all who basically are in your party, which is very handy. So I'm going to, didn't drop anything. I'm just going to use it now because Gaius Marine's health is down. I think Elliot's was down as well, but whatever. Nobody really cares about Elliot. Okay. New enemy. Let's see if we can. Nope. I was gonna try and sneak up on this one and get the show off the triple advantage stuff, but yeah, they aren't. Oh, now I remember. It goes through a tutorial showing you which enemies physical attacks and magic attacks work best against. So this one is it's better to use magic attacks, but I always use physical because they still do damage anyway. Yeah. I can't see it coming in handy at all. Counting on you to lead the charge then. Here goes nothing. Oh, I can stun it. There we go. It stuns it, and now we have a triple advantage, which means we get more attacks than they would. Yeah, I know how to use arts. I know. Let's just do this. As I said, Ring and Gaius is not very good, but the game forces you to do it. So let's do Aqua Bleed. There's also a charge time when it comes to arts, but their crafts don't have that. Let's just use the crafts don't have the cast time, and when you get a bonus of 0 arts, it basically means that you cast it straight away, and it doesn't cost you any EP whatsoever. There is Needle Shoot.
Is everybody okay?
And we got unscratched because we never got hit once. So the Septith that you can see, basically that means you can upgrade stuff, and later on, I believe in this one you can create your own quartz as well, which is very handy because there's sometimes where you can't get quartz.
I'm starting to lose my sense of direction down here.
I'm not, don't worry about it.
Yeah, gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
We're not, I assure you. Camera, please. Basically, yeah, yeah, we are going right back. The Septith, basically, the other one is for selling, so that's how you get your money. That's where you get most of your money from. Insectoid monster. Shell can take a real beating. Yeah, just use magic against it though. Oh wait, this is when we... Was this a link? No. You just use arts and...
If it's a fight they want.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, status element stuff. Boy, they got a lot of attacks in before we did. Shame I didn't get the advantage. Oh. Okay, so we only have some crafts. Let's just use this. It's an AoE. Straight line AoE. Always fun. Sometimes your crafts do more damage than anything. Well, it's just a single target one, so is your other one. You don't have any any attacking arts, crafts. You do have healing ones, which will come in handy should I need them. Ah, there you go, there's the counter. Yes, if you're in range, there's a chance you will counter. Like so. And usually the counter will do more damage than your regular attack. Oh, these enemies are really giving us counters. Oh, when they have certain things on, it means that they can't attack as well. Or they... Certain status elements mean that you can't use certain things. So there's status element that prevents you from attacking. There's one that prevents you from using magic. And stuff like that.
My turn.
It's all pretty fun.
Arcus activate.
Oh, so the extra stat stuff sometimes, like when it's a blue heart next to your character's name or something. Which one's getting the critical? I don't like that. So as many as possible. Oh, you got one of them. Oh, you will get the credit. Blue heart means that they get more AP. The orange is health. Obviously, you have 0 arts as well. There's ones for obviously the critical strikes and stuff like that, where you're guaranteed a critical, which is why I try to get them as much as I can on my characters, so that the enemy doesn't get a crit strike on me, because it can be very frustrating. Especially on someone like Elliot, whose his defense isn't very good.
I don't see any obvious injuries.
He's tired.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left. I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
You need a hand?
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Look out!
Elliot!
What?
You let your guard down, boys.
No!
You should never let your guard down. You got lucky this time.
Looks like I made it just in time. Thank Adios for that.
You got lucky Maki's decided to come back with his big ass shotgun.
Oh, it's you!
You said your name was Machias, right?
That's right. I came to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. I let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse. So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I acted foolishly, and I hope you can forgive me for it.
No sweat. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you.
That's very true.
Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the three of you here?
Yeah, we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see. I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you? I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Nope.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard. The name's Rean Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Gaius Warzel. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Regnitz.
We already know.
Could I ask you what social class you each belong to? I realize how that must sound, considering my recent outburst. But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with.
Nosy bastard, aren't you?
Well, both my parents are commoners.
Likewise, though my homeland has no class system to begin with.
Ah, so you're from abroad then. What about you, Rean?
Well... let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
Yeah, Rain's story is complicated, but it becomes apparent later. As you progress through the story, more and more backstory comes
So I
through.
guess we're all on equal standing here.
Oh, now that's a
And
relief.
only a few of them clicked on that Rain was hiding something.
We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine.
This guy's sexist.
I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
Yeah, I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
That is sexist of you, Marcus. Not to say. Yeah, I know how to expand a minimap. Push start. Let's continue our exploration.
What's a place like this even doing on the school grounds?
It's done nothing.
Yeah, who puts a giant trapdoor in a campus building?
Military school, what do you expect?
Now's our chance!
Oh, I got a double
Here we
advantage
go.
this time. I prefer to get the triple, but
There.
okay. Wow, Reen's health is kind of low. Okay. Resounding beat. Yep. This basically gives
Give it up, everyone!
HP recovery to anyone in the area and
Leave it to
puts
me.
their defense up for 4 turns. Very handy.
Right!
Extremely useful. Oh yeah.
How about this?
Drop their defense,
My turn!
and then range. Yeah, do more physical damage. Yep, there we go. And as you can see, Reen's health goes back up after every turn
It's my turn.
because of the healing that Elliot put on him. Which is why Elliot is so useful to have around. There's another mage,
Here we go!
Emma. She does different
There.
spells to Elliot, but she basically can heal. It's just not as good as Elliot's in my opinion. But I'll show that off later when
It's
we
my
get
turn.
when we get Emma in the team. And obviously, with Maki is having a shotgun,
Right!
he gets
Arcus, activate!
My
AoE
turn.
physical attacks
It's my turn! Eat that!
and can fire at range, which
Alright,
is
let's
very
keep moving.
handy because the further away from the enemy he is, the less chance of getting hit he is. Hey guys, leveled up. Elliot should level up soon. Looks like Rain leveled up as well.
I did it!
Yay, Rain leveled up.
Nice.
That's a pretty decent upgrade. I must say, I do love how the health goes up so high from each level up and stuff like that. Because in other
Give us your
games I've
blessing.
played, like
Go.
for the likes of Final Fantasy, sometimes when you level up,
There!
that your health will go up like, I don't know, by 50 or 100 at times. And in this game, it just feels like it goes up a lot
It's my
higher,
turn!
which I
My
prefer
turn.
because it's so much easier. Also, when you level up,
Alright.
when you level up in this game, your health basically refills itself, and I believe your EP refills itself as well, which is very good. I think the only thing that doesn't go up is your CP.
No way!
It will always stay at
Go!
it will go as far as 200, and then it doesn't go any further
Leave it
than
to
that.
me!
It never levels up.
Alright.
And from the prologue that we saw last time, you'll know that they had S-Breaks, which was basically their ultimates. They don't have them at the
Let's
moment,
keep moving.
but as you progress through the story, each one eventually gains the access to using them. Oh, Elliot leveled up. Each one gains the access to using them at different parts of the story, which is very good. As you can see, the health goes up quite a bit. Their stats go up. Some stats go up higher than others at times, but it's just so much more fun. Okay, let's get back to killing stuff. There's no pots around here. Yeah, I'm not waiting around for you to turn around, you bastard.
Winds, give us your blessing.
Here we
Come
go.
on. There's a turbo mode for this, but because I'm showing off
There.
everything, I'm not gonna put it on. But
Right.
I assure you, it is so much better. This is extremely slow. On turbo mode, it goes.
Alright.
It pretty much runs through this entire area in less time it takes me to finish a fight half the time. But because I want to show you guys the entire aspect of this
Arcus,
game,
activate.
we
Right.
are going to just stick with normal mode.
Leave it
No
to
matter
me.
how slow it is.
There.
I might show off turbo mode later when we go back through certain areas,
That's
but
that.
for now,
Let's keep moving.
we'll leave turbo mode off. Oh, it took 50 seconds. Not my fastest time of beating things, but it is what it is. Okay, let's keep going. Where are we going next? How did you see me? You were
Winds,
behind
give
a
us your
wall.
blessing.
God damn. These things got a critical shot. Oh. Oh, yeah, they were out of range, so they couldn't use it.
Here
Haha.
we go.
That's another good thing about the arts. As much as I don't use them with certain characters, the arts basically don't have a range.
There.
So sometimes you can just use them against anyone.
Right.
So, well, the range circle, which is this white circle, is a lot further on the
It's my
magic
turn.
because you don't actually have to move to do anything. But with certain crafts, like for example, that one, I'm trying to get a middle of that. 3. They have a yellow circle, which gives you an indication of where it will hit. And with normal attacks, it just sometimes has
It's my
believe
turn.
it's another yellow circle that shows you, for example, with Machias, it will show you how many enemies are going to get caught in his attack. Sometimes he misses one, or I think it's very rare they'll miss both. But there's still a chance. The magic never misses,
My turn.
which is another good thing. Magic never misses, which is very good for me. Let's see if I can get a multi-kill. I did, I got a double kill. Works for me. Okay.
You're mine.
If Reen and Gaius' magic would do more damage, I would use their arts more.
Leave it to me.
But they are basically physical based, so I just tend to just stick with that.
Leave it to me.
And eventually he will kill you. I mean, to be fair, why would you use magic when you have
You're
it?
mine.
What, you don't really need to use magic with anyone other than Elliot at
That's
times,
that.
because
Let's keep moving.
Elliot's magic damage is so much higher than anybody else's at the moment. Alright, where? This way. I think. Yes, this way, and we go this way to get in your treasure chest. After this cutscene.
We meet
I forgot
again.
that was there. Oh.
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the 4 of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
Nope.
I'm Laura S. Arcade, from the town of Legram.
One of my favorite characters.
It's a pleasure to
Told
make
you
your
I'd button them out.
acquaintance.
Huh. Legram.
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble. We're connected to the rest of the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait. So your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram.
Who is absolutely amazing. He's so fucking good. I love him.
Do you take issue with that?
Did you get
No, not at all.
I think Laura would kick your ass, Marcus. You better not take issue with it.
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios' eyes.
Adios, I believe, is their version of God, so he's a religious figure.
And I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I,
Yeah, I'm a dick.
Say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
Nice segue there, bro.
I'm Emma Milstein.
I like Emma. She's the other mage I was telling you guys about.
Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact.
Her backstory is very interesting, but I'm not gonna ruin it.
It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. To think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
Very sexist, Marcus.
You must be quite the...
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Oh, cool! You got an orbital staff too!
Exactly why I class her as a mage.
Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic. Oh.
Yeah, you really need to clear things up with her. What did you say? Well, why didn't you say, sorry that your chest landed in my face? That seems like a good idea.
Is something the matter?
Did you miss what happened in the previous moments, Laura?
We're all acquainted now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
Jesus. Read the room, girl.
Yeah, okay.
Darn bitch.
I'm Lisa R. from Ruhr. It's a pleasure to meet almost all of you.
I think she's cutting Reen out of that.
Elisa.
And everybody figured it out.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Reinford Company's based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I suppose they are.
So, hey.
But, sorry. By the way, if anybody has played this game, please keep comments spoiler free. Because we're all going to take this journey together, and I'm going to try my best to keep spoilers out of my commentary, but if there's some slip through, I do apologize in advance.
I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right?
Jesus.
I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
I think she's still annoyed about the whole chest in the face thing.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together?
That's not gonna happen, Elliot.
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
Yep, that's definitely sealed that it's not gonna happen because Machias is a sexist asshole.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
The queen's got our sword. It's probably bigger than Machias'
I
dick.
beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us.
I'm confident your sword is bigger than Machias'.
For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
You won't.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them.
Fee is kind of like a ghost. You won't see her, you won't even know she's there until she wants you to know she's there. Probably one of the reasons why I like Fee so much. She's such a loner. It's amazing.
2 teams is double the coverage. and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions.
Yeah, no one seems to mention the fact that Eustace is still
How's
not
that
showed up.
sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
I think Alyssa couldn't wait to get away from Rean.
We'll see the four of you later then.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
It was clearly an accident. Everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her.
It doesn't. You embarrassed her completely.
Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this?
I swear to God, somebody punch him.
There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
Feel free, but I get the feeling that Laura would cut your head off if you tried.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat.
I'm really just keeping my mouth shut because there's so many jokes about in this that I'm not making.
The Arcite School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire, and her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't.
Wow.
Haha.
Interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
Of course.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Rean. A hobby of yours?
Well, he gets bored a lot.
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory.
Not exactly. There's that too.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search? I'm worried about that silver-haired girl. And we still need to track down Duke Albarea's son, too.
That's true.
I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. He can rot down here.
Come on now. That's no way to treat someone you just met.
Keep talking like that, Elliot. He'll probably turn on you next.
Looks like the path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
This way.
I feel a little wind blow.
I don't care as a judge yet down
Stay
here,
on
and I
guard and
want
don't
it.
get cocky.
My turn!
Holy.
Leave it to me.
Right.
All right.
Too slow.
None of that missed. The guys could have killed it. Oh,
We did
Elliot
it.
did it. Good job, Elliot. Okay, let's go and grab this treasure chest.
Oh, there seems to be a treasure chest here.
There it is. These ones, Tear is a very handy one. Ah, that's what I was talking about. Sometimes they'll drop items and stuff. Tear is a very handy quartz to have. I don't need to put it on. But it basically, I think you have it. Yeah. It basically is a healing one. Elliot gets it because of his master quartz. I can put it on one of the others, but I don't feel like I need to at the moment, so we shall leave it off. And for now, I am going to save. And it's a little shorter than last time, but I'm going to end this episode here. We got through most of the dungeon. We will finish the dungeon off in the next episode. And we learned a little bit more about everybody else. Like, we met Machias, we met Laura, and we met Emma, we met Alyssa. They will have more fun and explanation on their backstories and stuff like that in later episodes. But for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like what you saw, by all means, throw yourself that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, because these episodes will be coming out more frequently than most. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye for now.